Let's just talk about the price cuts in Tesla, down another 4%, as you're noting in your notes to us, down about 19-20% year to date. They're leading the pack here, and they got a little bit of room to run. Just wondering how long they can keep this up.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a unique position, right? Because they have kind of the best cost structure, right? They don't advertise, they don't have dealerships. So I think they have the ability to cut prices more than a lot of their competitors. They're also obviously earlier to EVs than others. So it's a great way to really steal market share, I think. And ultimately, they also have a lot of things that kind of go in their favor. They're the biggest beneficiaries of the IRA tax credits this year. And also two of their plants, Berlin and Austin, are really ramping up, and those are going to reduce costs over time. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like a big headline, right? Cutting pricing by like 20% for some of the models. It sounds pretty dramatic, but when you really look at how they can lower costs, it's really a great way for them to gain market share. There will be some near-term pressure on profitability, no doubt. But I think the market really understands this. And you're seeing the stock reaction. It was down more this morning digesting this news. And now it's really come back in. So I think the market is really digested a lot of these price cuts.
So that's interesting then, their time. I guess because really the trend has been that Tesla has been losing its market share. But you think that these price cuts are actually going to reverse that? Am I understanding that?
Yeah, I mean, losing market share is kind of an unfair thing just because there's new entrants coming in that didn't exist before, right? So obviously they're going to lose market share, but that's coming off of such a high number where they were the only game in town. But really, it is a rising tide lifts all boats. Tesla wants other EV makers because the biggest competitor to Tesla is actually non-EVs, right? It's people who are holding back on buying an EV. If there's a ton of EVs out there, there's more of a reason for you to buy a Tesla. So losing market share in a weird way is a good thing because it means that more people are buying EVs, even though it's competitors. And it means that more people are buying EVs as opposed to ICEs. And certainly by them cutting pricing, there's no doubt that they've been gaining market share now, certainly over those who haven't cut pricing. Just look at the delivery number they posted last week. It beat expectations around 420,000 for the first quarter. So I do think that this strategy of cutting prices is going to lead to higher sales. And fortunately for them, they do have some unique characteristics that make it so they don't have to sacrifice too much on profitability.